When it comes to empathy, how do you know where you fall on the empathy spectrum? Our personalities play a significant role in whether we naturally are good empathizers or if it's a skill we need to hone. Let's look at some scenarios and consider if empathy is a factor for you. Pay attention. See if you've seen any of these situations play out in your own work team. First, your employees are tight-lipped in meetings. The only real response you get from them is an agreement to whatever you've just said or no reaction at all. They rarely, if ever, ask questions. They don't tend to bring any new ideas to the table, and they certainly never challenge your thoughts or ideas. When you have this on your team, it could be that your employees are afraid to speak up for fear of being humiliated or rejected. In the past, you may have brushed them off, cut them off, or put them off. You may not have even realized that you've done that. But if you are not getting active engagement from all your team members during a meeting, you might have a problem. It's time to sit down with each member of your team and ask some questions. Find out what they are thinking, what they're feeling. Encourage them to be more active in the meetings and apologize if you have ever made them feel or think that their ideas were not appreciated. Second, you're more focused on the process and not so much about how it affects the people on the team. Our more task and results-oriented personalities can especially have difficulty in this arena. When we are so focused on tasks and results, we can brush over how someone might feel or how it might affect them personally. We just want to get the job done and get the job done quickly and get the job done right. It's time to stop and ask the team if there are any concerns or issues they see with the project and the timeline. Then stop talking. Wait for someone to answer. You can even smile and joke with, "Okay guys, surely there's something we are missing or not thinking about. I really want to know how this is going to affect each of you." Next, do people avoid working on projects with you? When it comes to teaming up on projects, do people tend to find others to work with or tell you they don't need help? They're good to work independently? There could be an excellent reason. You're no fun to work with. Do you take over or bulldoze people? If you recognize that this has been the situation in your case, go out of your way to ask someone to work directly with you and then practice your empathy and listening skills. You will be amazed how different your working relationship will be with each of them in the future. Now, is your go-to move a defensive one? Do you tend to stonewall, blame, or use your position to quiet others? Begin to pay attention to how often you might do these. Ask a trusted person on your team, someone you know will tell it to you straight, and then ask them to hold you accountable when you do. To help make you aware so you can be more inclusive of your team members. What about this one? Your mantra is my way or the highway. If you tend to think your ideas are the best ideas, you have the most experience, you have the knowledge base, etc., and you tend to dismiss others' ideas. You think, oh, they're too young. They haven't been in this industry long enough. They don't have great vision. Maybe you need to work on your empathy. And have you ever found yourself in a meeting wondering why everyone has to have their input? You know, the meeting would go quicker or smoother if everyone would just stop talking and stop asking questions and stop making those ridiculous suggestions. You try to minimize someone's concerns by using phrases such as, "Why would you even say that?" or "You shouldn't feel that way." How about, "There's no reason to get angry here. Don't take things so personally." Yep, any of these can mean you might want to spend a little more time working on your empathy.